It's never the world that you think it is. That's a lesson you need to learn when it comes to things here in America and elsewhere. Although in some places it's more obvious. But things here are not so obvious. It would be nice if our nation was what it purported to be, and there are a lot of people that are the real deal, but pretty much what runs America and has run America for quite some time is lawlessness, is criminality. You see, entropy occurs in every nation state and in every system. And when you deny that fact, you're guaranteeing that that entropy is going to exponentially increase unabated in your society. So here we are. And now it's all coming to light. And one way or another, the consequences will have to be rendered. It's sad to me. You know, I'm sitting here in Old St. Charles, not too far away, right over there is where the Missouri River is. Lewis and Clark crossed right over here. Now, I'm not going to sit here and spin a fable and tell you that our country has been filled with nothing but upstanding, lawful, godly people from the beginning. No nation state has been that way, including America. But where we have fallen to, as opposed to what we should be, and how the narrative purports to be, is quite a distance from reality. So this is one of the places I come when I'm in St. Louis area. I love history, and I love to visit these places and think about where we're at as a nation and what the point of all of this is. This is a pretty amazing area, and there's a whole hell of a lot of history. History that most Americans don't know because they're not taught it, and they're in the grasp of a system that has dumbed them down, promised them the sun, the moon, and stars, and actually delivered them into stupefaction, degradation, and desolation. So there's a reason why I say what I say. And there's a reason why I say to those of you that are still living in your shadows and fighting against the rest of us, your day is at hand. You're caught in your nakedness. And since you wanted to turn America into a rerun of Sodom and Gomorrah, well, I regret to inform you that you're about to suffer your consequences. And that is quite unfortunate, because you have no excuse anymore. And it's going to happen in a way where everybody in the world knows that it's the Most High who's delivering the blows to you. And you're going to hand over everything to those of us who you've lied to, you've manipulated, you've plundered, and you've tried to keep in your black box of iniquities. How's that sound? It's getting windy out here. The storm's coming. Yeah, when you sow the wind, there's a lot of wind that's been sown and is still being sown. You're going to reap a whirlwind. You know, I was taught you could always tell a tree by the fruit it bears. So, what do you think this tree is telling you? Or that tree? Or any of these trees in the winter of your discontent? You don't have good leaders because you don't choose good leaders, because you believe what's told to you by all your media. I was raised my entire life to be a leader. And what I found is every time that I tried to lead, no one wanted to actually have a leader. And then they'd get pissed because, well, they didn't have a leader. I'm a servant leader. I don't force people to follow. But I do get very tired of hearing people complain about leadership when they're unwilling to actually have good leadership. And then you wonder why it is that you have the problems that you have, and you have leaders without vision, and you have corruption. Well, that should tell you something, because you choose what you get. How's that working for you? What's the fruit on that tree? Huh? Maybe you ought to think about that. Because just like this place is a monument to history, don't make the entire nation a monument to writing a bad story in history. You have an opportunity to write a better history than the one you're writing right now. You're going to have to choose to step out of your fear and confusion. Seek the truth in love so that justice and mercy can prevail from humble and contrite hearts. And then you'll get the leaders that have been prepared to serve you and to serve the good of this nation. Until then, well, here's your tree.